Hello everyone, JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. This time we're going to be talking about all of the ins, no out news, but some contract news with Manchester City. So make sure, like always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up as it really helps me out. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And also don't forget to go and check out my social media links in description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. So we're going to crack on with the ins and talk about what everyone has been talking about for the last, well, 16-17 hours. In vintage JSGC fashion, I uploaded a video yesterday. Within an hour of me uploading that video, some big news comes out, and it's in regards to Angelino of PSV, the former Manchester City man. Now, I couldn't quite believe this, but we have some serious developments. But the big news was being reported. It first came from Vaz de Galicia. I hope that's how you say them, but I've no idea who they are. I've never heard of them in my life. But they were saying that City want to invoke the release clause in his contract, that Manchester City have put in his contract for a buyback clause. So it's only available to Manchester City, this, for as little as €12 million. We're talking a deal worth £10.7 million from PSV. Left back, don't forget, 22 years old. And this has all stemmed from there being serious interest from other clubs. I'm talking Napoli, Borussia Dortmund, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona even. Apparently Arsenal are interested too. And apparently PSG are the ones that are taking it most seriously. They were willing to pay up to €25 million to secure the signature of Angelino, which has forced City's hands into going into the market for him, because basically we've got first dibs on him, and we've also got a choice of getting him for cheaper. Now, I wasn't too sure at the beginning of this whether City were going to sign him and then sell him for profit, so they'd be able to sell him and be able maybe to make €15 million profit here, or whether City were going to try and keep him for the first team squad to play as a good option to Zinchenko and Benjamin Mendy at the left-back position, and it'd make sense if City wanted to do that. We do know that City didn't want a left-back, but it has been reported from reliable sources from close to Manchester City that City didn't want to sign a left-back. However, Angelino coming available for free and there being interest in him has kind of forced Manchester City's hand here, and they see him as a good alternative to secure a position for cheap. And so the deal would make sense. And if that is true, and he's going to stay with Manchester City, I'm going to be ecstatic, because that's going to be a fabulous deal. It would be absolutely wonderful. The good news kept getting better. Sam Lee from Goal, he was reporting that this fee could go down to as little as €6 million, which is £5 million, somewhere between 4.9 and 5.1 million pounds. The Sun, reliable sources, Martin Blackburn, I think it was backing this up, that this was the case. However, it has been reported over in the Netherlands, which is where currently Angelino is playing. They're saying that the release clause isn't as low as what they're saying, and it is actually €12 million. So we're talking somewhere between 5 and 10 million pounds for this deal, which in this day and age, picking up a good quality left back is an absolutely wonderful deal. And like I said, there's interest in Angelino for around £20 million. So we're able to pick up a player for half of the price. 22 years old. He's classed as homegrown from Manchester City's own academy too, I think. So that would make sense. Now, sources in Netherlands, they were saying that there's a host of interest and things aren't as concrete as what people are making out. But Manchester City, crucial this, have that buyback clause, and it would make sense. And all the sources saying, particularly over here in the UK, people are saying Angelino to Manchester City is what's going to happen. What City choose to do with him next, I'm not sure. The Netherlands sources have said the same. They said that there's a host of interest there. They're not getting too carried away over there, but they're saying that City do have that option, and City are interested in buying back Angelino. It would make sense. When I have more developments on that, I will bring it to you. I am sure over the next 24 hours, I will have developments on that. Now, I do leave what's happening in the comments below on my videos when things are developing, but the easiest way to stay up to date is literally to follow me on Twitter, because I will retweet sources and tweet when things are happening. I'll tweet them very quickly when things have happened too, so you can stay up to date rather than having to wait till the next day for me to do a transfer update. If you just go and follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to stay up to date as quickly as possible with all things happening with Manchester City. Now, we had another big development with regards to Joao Felix yesterday. yesterday. Sources in Spain were saying that we're going to get a final decision very soon. His agent wants him to go to Atletico Madrid. He thinks that's the best move for him. However, Benfica are quite happy with Manchester City's deal that's been put on the table, apparently, because they basically want Joao Felix for another season. Atletico Madrid aren't going to do that. Manchester City are willing to do that. €120 million release clause. It's been reported, well, by numerous sources are saying it's a deal worth around £105 million. Atletico Madrid are just trying to negotiate this, to try and haggle to get it as low as possible. If that isn't possible, they are prepared to pay the release clause. They've also got to wait for Antoine Griezmann to leave first. Barcelona heavily linked with him, of course. Now, it was being reported in Spain that Joao Felix, not sure how true this is actually in Madrid. So read into that what you will, but it had been reported in Spain that he didn't know whether he was going to be staying in Madrid or actually having to head to Manchester. He was in limbo and he was waiting around to see what was happening. But I get the indication that he wants to go to Atletico Madrid, and if that's the case, I think Manchester City should pull out, because they only want players coming to Man City that want to come to Man City, not your deal failed for you to go to Atletico Madrid, now you're going to Manchester City as though we're sloppy seconds. That isn't what we want. That's not the attitude. That's not the transfer policy that we've ever gone down whilst under Sheikh Mansour. So I can't imagine us doing that either. So to me, I see Man City wanting players only that want to be at Manchester City, not anywhere else. Let's not talk about that Robinho deal, by the way. But yeah, that's the case that we're heading into at this moment in time. Marca in Spain, they were reporting Madrid. They want to release that clause, and it will be done very shortly. And like I said, Felix is over in Madrid already, so this deal could be wrapped up very quickly. It was reported yesterday that it could be wrapped up as soon as today. I'm not too sure on that, because deals do take a little while to complete. Of course, Joao Felix, if that release clause was activated, terms have to be agreed between the agent and the club. Wages have to be agreed, image rights, all that other details and everything, little niggly details, how much playing time he's going to get. Don't forget, you got to do a medical, you got to sign everything off, all of the papers have got to be sent off, approved, and then sent back and everything like that. The deals, they take a few days to complete, of course. When it gets to transfer deadline day, things get rushed and some things can't be completed, so you just got to complete certain amounts of the deals. They've got to announce it and everything, and it's a big transfer, so they'll probably want to do a big announcement for this. So yeah, I'm not sure it's as close as what it's been reported in Spain. Benfica released a statement saying that the sources that have come out yesterday just simply isn't true. So Benfica's felt the need to make a statement. So things don't seem as far along as what it is being suggested. However, to me, I'm almost certain now Joao Felix will be heading to Atletico Madrid rather than Manchester City. I think it's one of those that I'll keep an eye on, but to me, again, all indications, Atletico Madrid, which, it happens, it does, it happens. Now, we've got an update on Cancelo, Joao Cancelo, the other Portuguese player playing for Juventus. We have got a big update with this one, because finally Man City have got a little bit of a breakthrough here, which was being reported yesterday. Now, Goal in Italy, they were reporting Juventus. They were finally willing to lower their price. They wanted €60 million. City wanted to pay €50 million. Good news, because now it does allow a little bit of negotiations for Manchester City to be able to haggle that €60 million. Now, this is all pending on Danilo leaving. He has to leave Manchester City for us to sign a right-back, of course. We don't want 3 right-backs. We don't need 3 right-backs. Danilo would have to leave, and again, frustrating, but I don't have an update on that. Not yet. Anyway, according to Italian Goal, they were really willing to renegotiate the fee. Manchester City were happy with this. They're happy to renegotiate now that they can get down from that €60 million. But I'm wondering how much higher City are going to go from the original plan that they wanted to pay €50 million. I can't imagine it being too much higher, but it was a stumbling block. And so we've got a breakthrough on that, which is good. It was one of those that was causing the deal to stall. So getting a breakthrough is very good. There's a €10 million difference that has to be negotiated. Maybe it might just be a €50 million upfront fee, and maybe €5 million in add-ons might do the trick. I don't know. But knowing Chicky and how he is in the transfer market, the next bid will probably be followed up with a €50 million and 1 cent bid. €50 million 1 cent bid. That's probably what will happen. You know how it is. just prolonging and dragging things on. But yeah, it's good that we've got a breakthrough actually. So yeah, quite a positive transfer update this one. But in other news with regards to right back, City were getting linked with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I've been saying for the last 2-3 weeks, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is actually turning out to be cheaper than what Cancelo's been because of the €60 million. But now that they're getting a breakthrough on that fee, Man United yesterday had a bid rejected, £50 million, £35 million upfront fee, along with £15 million in add-ons, which seems quite steep in add-ons. And I thought Crystal Palace would probably want as much money as possible in upfront fees, but that was rejected anyway by Palace for Wan-Bissaka, who was a potential right-back choice. So it tells us what we need to do if we want to sign Wan-Bissaka. We probably have to be around £50 million in cash, which it turns out that Cancelo will probably be somewhere around the same price rather than it being cheaper. And so basically we've got a good backup option there in case a move for Cancelo ends up not materialising. But just shows you how contradicting the transfer window can be and how things can change and how quickly things can change, because it wouldn't surprise me if tomorrow it's reported that Juventus now don't want anything other than €60 million. So we're forever changing things. But at this moment in time, for at least the next 24 hours in the transfer updates, it is positive news, which is fantastic. No outs, like I said. Contract news, some were reporting Zinchenko will sign his new deal when he's back from his holiday. So it's not been signed yet, that's all I've got from that. So Zinchenko's due back with Manchester City along with all the other City players at some point in early July for pre-season, before they'll go and head over to Far Eastern Asia for their pre-season tour. So we could be talking 2-3 weeks away. But some were also reporting a contract update on Kyle Walker, and they're saying rather than it being after he's come back from holiday, they're reporting that this week Kyle Walker should sign his extra 2-year contract extension to his current deal, which is absolutely fantastic news. I can't remember the last time we had such positive transfer updates. I am delighted with this update today. I am really hoping that at some point this week City can make a big stride in making a transfer, and the biggest shock of them all, from nowhere, Angelino, now looking extremely likely that City may well be his destination for a cut price deal too. Absolutely wonderful. Please let me know your thoughts of that Angelino deal in the comments below. Do you want him at Manchester City, or do you think that City should buy him and then sell him for profit? Please do let me know your thoughts of that in the comments below. So there we go, that's been the video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. It does really help me out. If you are interested and you're enjoying the content and want to stay up to date with daily Manchester City transfer updates, make sure you press the red button, subscribe and press the bell, and put your push notifications on so you can be notified as quickly as possible when I've uploaded, with staying up to date with all things Manchester City transfer updates. And we're aiming for 4,000 subscribers, and we're not too far away. We've made some very good strides, so any help towards that will be much appreciated, and thank you everyone that has supported my channel so far. It is much appreciated. If you're going to go check out my social media links, they're popping up on screen and also in description below. Go and check out my Twitter and Instagram if you so wish. So we'll be back again tomorrow. I'm a very busy person as of this week, so my updates will probably be a little bit later into the day rather than being uploaded probably at UK time somewhere around midday. It'll probably be into the evening sometime, so a few hours later. I do apologise for that, but that's out of my control. But I will still bring you daily Manchester City transfer updates, so do stay tuned for that and don't be too concerned if I haven't uploaded at normal time. It will be coming, you have my word. So I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next video. So it's been JSGC. Hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Is a signing incoming very soon? I hope so. Peace. Ciao for now.